Have you ever woken up and thought, where did that morning energy go? Maybe a few years back, mornings came with a certain confidence, a sense of vitality. But now it's quieter, slower, and let's be honest, less exciting. It's not just about sex. It's about how you feel as a man. Strong, capable, alive. A lot of men over 60 start to wonder if this is just part of aging. If the best years are behind them. If the fire just fades. But what if I told you that it doesn't have to? That something as simple as what you eat before bed could make a huge difference in how you feel the next morning. Yes, really. And we're not talking about magic pills, hormone injections, or anything unnatural. This is about giving your body the support it needs using something completely natural and surprisingly simple. You see, your body is still working for you even at 60, 70, or beyond. You just need to give it the right fuel at the right time. And bedtime? That's one of the most powerful windows to do just that. So, today we're going to talk about a powerful little habit that can help bring back those morning erections and reignite your masculine vitality, all by adding one specific food to your nightly routine. Let's take a step back and look at what's really happening inside your body. As you get older, testosterone production begins to decline. That's no surprise. It happens gradually, and for many men, it starts as early as their late 40s or early 50s. By the time you're in your 60s or 70s, your levels could be half of what they used to be. That impacts not just your libido or performance, but also your energy, your mood, and even your confidence. But testosterone isn't the only piece of the puzzle. Blood flow is just as important. Erections rely heavily on healthy circulation. The arteries need to be clear and flexible. The blood vessels have to respond when your body sends the signal. And those signals, they're triggered while you sleep. That's right, nighttime and early morning are peak times for the male body to go through restorative processes, especially those involving hormone release and tissue repair. So what you do right before bed really matters. Now, here's the good news. There's one particular food that has shown a powerful ability to support testosterone production and improve blood flow, especially when eaten at night. It's something you've probably walked past in the grocery store dozens of times, maybe even had in your kitchen before, without realizing just how powerful it is. Pomegranate. Yes, the humble pomegranate. This fruit isn't just delicious. It's packed with compounds that have been studied for their effects on male health. In fact, one study found that drinking pomegranate juice daily increased testosterone levels by up to 24% in just 2 weeks. Another found improved blood pressure and circulation. Why does that matter? Because better blood flow means better performance, and higher testosterone means stronger, more consistent erections. But the timing is key. Eating or drinking pomegranate in the evening, around an hour or two before bed, gives your body a chance to absorb the nutrients just as it enters the repair phase of sleep. That's when testosterone gets a natural boost. That's when nitric oxide, the molecule that opens up blood vessels, is produced in higher amounts. And that's when the magic really happens. Now, you might be wondering, do I need to eat the whole fruit? Do I drink the juice? Is there a right or wrong way? Let's keep it simple. A small glass of pure pomegranate juice, unsweetened, not from concentrate, is a great place to start. About 4 to 6 ounces before bed is enough. If you prefer the whole fruit, that's fine too. Just be mindful of the sugar content and go easy if you're managing blood sugar levels. You're not trying to fill up on fruit, you're trying to feed your hormones what they need to work properly. And this isn't just about bedroom performance. It's about feeling strong again, feeling like yourself again. Many men who start incorporating this into their routine report better sleep, improved energy in the morning, and a noticeable boost in confidence. Not just behind closed doors, but in everyday life. Because when your hormones are balanced and your blood is flowing, everything just works better. Of course, no single food is a miracle on its own. Your lifestyle, sleep habits, stress levels, all of it plays a role. But what you do consistently, even small things, can tip the scales back in your favor. And starting with something as simple as a nighttime glass of pomegranate juice, that's a win you can start tonight. There's something deeply empowering about taking control of your health again, especially when the world keeps telling you to slow down. You don't have to accept decline. You don't have to settle. You can feel strong, confident, and vibrant, even if you haven't felt that way in years. And the best part? It doesn't require a massive overhaul, just small, smart changes that support the way your body is naturally built to function. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's one piece of the puzzle, but is there more I can do? Absolutely. In fact, there's another surprising nighttime food that works beautifully alongside pomegranate to amplify its effects. Because when you combine the power of pomegranate with certain other nutrients, you create the perfect hormonal storm in the best possible way. One of the most underrated additions you can make to your bedtime routine, especially if you're over 60 and want to boost testosterone and improve morning erections, is a handful of walnuts. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Walnuts? Really? But don't let their ordinary appearance fool you. These little guys are nutritional powerhouses. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for maintaining heart health and reducing inflammation. But more importantly for our topic, they help support nitric oxide production. That's the very same compound that relaxes blood vessels and increases blood flow, right where you need it most. See, nitric oxide isn't just some fancy chemical that athletes talk about. It's a natural substance your body produces to keep your arteries flexible and responsive. Without enough of it, blood has a harder time reaching the extremities, including those important areas below the belt. And the older we get, the harder it becomes for the body to make enough on its own. That's where omega-3s come in. They help keep those inner linings of your blood vessels healthy, so nitric oxide can be released efficiently. Just a small handful of walnuts before bed, say 6 to 8 pieces, is enough to give your body that boost. And paired with pomegranate juice, it's like giving your circulatory system a gentle nudge in the right direction. Many men find that this combination not only helps improve the frequency and strength of morning erections, but also leaves them feeling more rested and mentally sharper the next day. But there's another reason walnuts work so well at night. They help stabilize your blood sugar while you sleep. That's crucial, because blood sugar spikes and crashes in the middle of the night can interfere with your hormones. They can disrupt your sleep cycles, lower testosterone, and leave you groggy and irritable the next morning. Keeping things stable allows your body to stay in deep, restorative sleep longer, where testosterone production naturally increases. Now let's take it one step further. There's another nighttime addition that can take things to the next level. And no, it's not something exotic or hard to find. In fact, it's a common kitchen spice you've probably used before. Cinnamon. That's right. Adding just a little cinnamon into your nightly snack or warm bedtime drink can work wonders for blood flow and testosterone regulation. Cinnamon helps improve insulin sensitivity, which plays a key role in testosterone production. High insulin levels, often caused by eating too many processed carbs or sugars, can suppress testosterone. But cinnamon helps your body use insulin more efficiently, which can keep those hormone levels in balance. You could sprinkle a bit of cinnamon into some warm, unsweetened almond milk for a soothing nighttime drink. Or mix it with a small spoon of raw honey, which not only adds flavor but also supports healthy testosterone levels thanks to its boron content and antioxidants. This combo, walnuts, a touch of honey and cinnamon, and pomegranate juice, might sound simple, but it's like a nightly tune-up for your masculinity. And here's something interesting. Not only does cinnamon help support testosterone, but it's also been linked to improved sperm quality and libido in some studies. Even if fertility isn't a concern at this stage of life, that's still a clear sign that it's positively impacting male hormonal health. We can't forget the bigger picture here. So many men over 60 think that if they're not feeling like their old selves anymore, it means something is wrong with them, that they've lost their edge. But more often than not, it's just a matter of missing nutrients and declining habits. Your body isn't broken, it's just undernourished, tired, waiting for you to feed it the right signals. And when you start doing that, even with just a few small steps, it responds. You might find that your sleep improves, that you wake up feeling more refreshed. That morning drive comes back naturally, without you having to force it or rely on medications. And that's when confidence starts to build again.
You walk taller.
You think clearer. You feel more like you. Because truthfully, this isn't just about sex. It's about feeling strong and vital as a man, no matter your age. It's about not letting the world tell you that your best years are behind you. Because they're not. They just need a little help. And nature has already provided the tools, you just have to use them. So what happens when you combine all of this? A glass of pomegranate juice, a handful of walnuts, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and maybe a bit of honey, taken consistently night after night? You're telling your body, I'm still here, I still care, I still want to feel alive. And your body listens. It always does. But we're not stopping here. Because while these bedtime foods are powerful on their own, there's another deeply important element we haven't talked about yet. Something that ties everything together and could either support or sabotage all your efforts depending on how you handle it. And that element is stress. You might not realize it, but chronic stress is one of the most powerful testosterone killers out there. And it doesn't always show up as yelling or high blood pressure. Sometimes it's subtle, like lying awake at night with a racing mind, worrying about your health, finances, or just the passage of time. But the body responds the same way. It releases cortisol, your main stress hormone, and when cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down. It's like a seesaw, one rises, the other falls. And over time, that hormonal imbalance can rob you of your energy, your drive, and yes, even your morning erections. That's why one of the most effective things you can eat before bed isn't food at all. It's calm. It's relaxation. It's the intentional act of slowing your system down and letting your mind know that everything is okay. Because when your mind is calm, your hormones can reset. And when your hormones reset, your masculinity wakes back up. One simple trick that works wonders for men over 60 is creating a wind-down routine. Nothing fancy, just a consistent rhythm that tells your body, it's time to rest. That might mean turning off the news an hour before bed, or doing some gentle breathing while sipping that warm almond milk with cinnamon. Maybe reading a few pages of a good book instead of scrolling through your phone. These small changes matter more than you think. They send a signal to your nervous system to shift out of fight or flight mode and into rest and repair mode. The place where testosterone is produced, where your blood vessels recover, where your brain balances itself for the next day. And speaking of balance, there's one more natural helper that deserves a spot in your nighttime routine: magnesium. Magnesium is often called the relaxation mineral, and for good reason. It helps quiet the nervous system, reduce nighttime muscle tension, and regulate melatonin for deeper sleep. But it also plays a huge role in testosterone production and erectile function. Without enough magnesium, your body struggles to convert free testosterone into its active form. It also impacts blood flow and sensitivity, all things that matter when you're aiming to feel strong and responsive in the morning. You can find magnesium in foods like spinach, almonds, dark chocolate, or even in a supplement form before bed. A magnesium glycinate capsule or powder is gentle on the stomach and great for sleep. Taken an hour before bed, it helps you ease into rest naturally, without grogginess. Some men also report feeling more refreshed, less anxious, and more connected the next morning. Now, if you combine everything we've talked about, a light, hormone-friendly snack like walnuts or pumpkin seeds, pomegranate juice for blood flow, a sprinkle of cinnamon and honey for hormone support, plus a calm, magnesium-supported wind-down routine, you're not just hoping for better erections in the morning. You're building the foundation for a better life, a better you, because morning wood isn't just about sex. It's about the health of your entire system. It's a signal, your body's way of saying, I'm functioning well, my hormones are balanced, my blood is flowing, I'm alive. So many men stop paying attention to that signal after 60. They assume it's gone for good. They accept decline as inevitable. But that's simply not true. Yes, aging changes things. Yes, your body slows down. But decline is not your destiny. You can absolutely support your body to feel energized, vital, and sexually alive, even into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. You just need to treat your body like the wise, seasoned machine it is. Give it the nutrients, the rhythm, the peace it needs, and it will reward you. One man I spoke to, let's call him Frank, started this routine at age 68. He was skeptical. He thought his best years were behind him. But within 2 weeks, he noticed he was sleeping more deeply. His mind felt clearer. And the real surprise? He started waking up with a morning firmness he hadn't felt in years. Not from medication, not from pressure, just from doing the right things each night. That's the kind of transformation that's possible when you take control of your health and send your body the right signals. So tonight, before you go to bed, think about what message you want to send your body. Are you going to let stress, sugar, and inactivity run the show? Or are you going to feed yourself with intention, with wisdom, with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing that age is just a number, but how you feel is a choice? You have so much power in your hands, more than you think. And every small step you take, every nutritious choice, every relaxing moment, every consistent bedtime routine builds on itself. Before you know it, you wake up not just with stronger erections, but with a stronger sense of self, of purpose, of vitality. And that, my friend, is something worth striving for every single day. If this message resonated with you, if it reminded you that your health still matters, that your masculinity still matters, then don't keep it to yourself. Leave a comment, share your experience, or tell us what's worked for you. We're building a community here, a space where older men can thrive, feel strong, and support one another. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and like the video and subscribe for more real, honest advice to help you live your best life at any age. Here's to strength, to confidence, and to waking up every day with energy and pride. You've earned it.